Hi, boys and girls. So we are venturing into measurement now, and this is Module 17. And today we're starting on Module 17, Lesson 1, and I'm on page 481 in your math book. And the screen looks a little bit different because I want to go back and forth between two types of screens. Our I can statement today is I can order 3 objects by length. And this is not a really hard skill. I know that you guys can all do it, but you do need to take your time and think about what you're doing. So on this first page, they're just wanting you to find 2 objects and then draw a picture of those objects and label which one is shorter and which one is longer. So I drew a picture of 2 objects that I have in front of me. I have a pair of scissors and a pencil. And I know from this drawing, partly because of the way I lined them up along this side, that the scissors are shorter. So I would write shorter. I'm not going to write the whole thing to save time, but you know how to spell shorter, and that the pencil is longer. And so those are the types of things that you might draw. You might find a block that you want, 2 objects, and you are going to label which one is shorter and which one is longer on this first page. And then you're going to venture into the next page, build understanding. Today is the vegetable growing contest. The judge compares the lengths of 3 carrots. Draw 3 carrots of different lengths, label the longest carrot. So I'm going to do a really quick picture. You know that this is not about art for me. This is about getting it done. The important part is that you want to line them all up. So I'm even going to draw a line for myself so that I start my carrots in all the same places. I'm not going to draw the greens on them. I'm just going to draw the carrot part. I'm going to draw 3 carrots. They're all different lengths. Doesn't matter how big they are. And then I'm going to look at them very carefully, and it says to label the longest carrot. So I know that this one is my longest carrot. So I'm going to write that word longest right down here next to that longest carrot. Why is it important to line up the carrots at one end? Well, if my carrots are laying all over the place, I might not be able to tell just by looking at them. So that is a really important skill, to be able to line them up next to each other. Miss Darcy has 3 shovels. Each shovel is a different length. Draw the 3 shovels, this time in order from shortest to longest. So I'm going to draw 3 shovels. Super simple. Again, it's not art class, it's math. And I'm going to draw them from shortest to longest. So here's my shortest shovel. Here's my medium shovel. And here's my longest shovel. Label the shortest shovel. So this time, next to my shortest shovel, I'm going to write that word shortest, just like it is right there. Moving down to the bottom, and I hope that you are remembering to pause the video as you need to and catch up to me. Carlos wants to give his sister the longest bean. Circle the longest bean. So if I look at these beans, fortunately they've lined them all up for me. The longest bean would be right here. Draw one more crayon to show the shortest length. So they drew 2 crayons. We're going to draw the shortest crayon. So our crayon needs to be shorter than both of those crayons. On your own. Jackson picks 3 ears of corn. Circle the shortest ear of corn. I'm not going to do that for you. I know you can do that. Circle the shortest ear of corn. Number 4, Mercer thinks she circles the longest pencil. What is her mistake? What did she do wrong? Look how this one is out further than the others, but what did she forget to do when measuring them? She didn't line them up, did she? Open-ended. Draw to show 3 lines in order. Label the shortest line and the longest line. So that doesn't tell you which order to put them in, but you're going to draw 3 lines in order, either from longest to shortest or shortest to longest. Then you're going to label shortest line and longest line. Talk to someone about your learning mindset. Moving on to lesson 2, use indirect measurement to compare length. We're going to skip this first page. Other than reading the I can statement, I can compare the lengths of 2 objects indirectly by using the length of a third object. Okay, so let's see what that means. Jake is at a store. He wonders if a toy whale will fit inside his suitcase. So use our math thinking. I like this picture, helps me imagine it. I want you to picture yourself with a suitcase. He has a toy whale and he's trying to figure out if it will fit in his suitcase. His suitcase is at home, but he has another way to find out. The suitcase is longer than the shoelace. So he has the shoelace with him. His suitcase is longer. So this is going to be a really long, skinny suitcase, but it's longer than the shoelace. So I made my suitcase go further than the shoelace, I'm sorry. So there's my suitcase. It's longer than the shoelace. The whale is shorter. So again, I need to line it up at the end. And here's my whale. I'm going to do a really quick whale here. I'll do a little spout. And my whale, the important part is my whale is shorter than the shoelace. So my question is the whale longer or shorter than the suitcase? So it would be shorter than the suitcase. Will the whale fit in the suitcase? If you look at that picture, will it fit? Yes, it will. Step it out. Gavin has 3 objects. The drinking straw is longer than the ribbon. The ribbon is longer than the pencil. Draw the drinking straw and the ribbon and draw the pencil. Okay, so let's take that one sentence at a time. Gavin has 3 objects. The drinking straw is longer than the ribbon. So I'm going to make a drinking straw. Okay, look as much like a drinking straw as I can. Maybe it has, sometimes they have stripes on them. There's my drinking straw. Very crookedy. And then it's longer than my ribbon. So here's my ribbon. I'm going to make my ribbon cut on the end like that. And then the ribbon is longer than the pencil. So here's my pencil at the bottom. Here's my eraser. Here's my pencil. Okay, so I used all of those clues to draw my straw, my ribbon, my pencil. Which objects are longer than the pencil? Well, the ribbon's longer than the pencil, and so is the drinking straw. This time, we get to just draw lines. The yellow line is shorter than the blue line. So I'm going to use yellow. The yellow line is shorter than the blue line. The blue line is shorter than the red line. The yellow line is blank than the red line. It would be shorter than. My red looks a little pinkish, but you get the idea. So the yellow line is shorter than the red line. I'm going to have you do this page on your own. I know you can. Great job today, boys and girls.